6 minutes, so let's make sure.
Where's Jane when you need her?
That was a record, man.
Right, that was a record.
I think that was a record.
I was like, boy, this was easy. What did I sign up for?
So they're painting the whole building red?
That's
Is
impressive.
Okay, we are
Yeah,
live.
that's aggressive. I love it. All right, what color? What ugly? Oh my gosh! City.
Alan, ready?
All right, we're good. Called over the September 26th meeting of the Design Review Board. Roll call.
We have a new member, Ms. Barton is here today. About to call over you first. Ms. Barton?
Here.
Ms. Burkett?
Here.
Mr. Fink?
Here.
Mr. Cantor?
Here.
And Mr. Rideout.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Does anyone want to approve the minutes of the July 25th meeting?
So moved.
I wasn't here, so.
Second.
Okay. Ms. Burkett?
I approve.
Okay. Mr. Fink?
Yes.
Mr. Cantor?
Yes.
Mr. Rideout?
They say it's what happened, and yes, approved.
And Ms. Barton.
Yeah.
All right.
First order of business is 113 East Ashley.
The applicant is here.
Hello.
Oh, you can come up and stand.
See the sign.
You are here.
of the sign?
I'm getting there. Yeah.
You want
it's-
to much in front of accelerator?
Oh, I'm in the wrong thing. 113.
You know what, I have these out of order. I have Fred Holland's materials first. The sign is second. So
Okay.
the application
Yeah,
is
we're
on
getting
page 12.
All right, so it's the last one. 13
Application on page 12 and the sign is on 13
is the picture.
and more information on 14 and 15.
Okay. Thanks.
You want to just tell us about your sign?
It says the name of the store.
I'm sorry, can you introduce yourself for the record? We
Oh,
need to
sure.
have that.
I'm Joey Elena.
Okay, thank you.
It says the name of the store. I asked about weatherproofing, UV, and he said it was. I don't know what other things. It's
I
pretty
think
much to
that's-
scale of the photo.
Okay.
I photoshopped it onto there
Looks
to
good.
scale of what
It does.
it would look like. So, is there anything else that?
Motion for, we're doing an accelerated approval of the sign.
Wait, so I have a question. So is this made out of wood or?
No, the materials should be on there.
There's an email after the picture of the
Yeah,
sign
on the email there.
where we ask for more information.
I do have it in my phone, if you don't have it there.
Dye bond panel. What's that? What's dye bond?
That I couldn't tell you, that is the information that the sign person gave me. But he says that is the standard for weatherproof signs.
We have a motion for discussion.
So moved.
Second.
Okay.
I'm good. Anybody have a question or anything besides?
Scott, do you have anything else you want?
Yeah, I mean, I'm always been worried about some of our materials with screws, just to make sure we don't get that
Rotting,
brown,
right,
Rusted screw.
rusting screw that makes it look terrible. But I don't know what this dye bond material is, so
I
I
am
don't.
no construction person myself, but I did question him about, knowing that it was on the beach, knowing that there was conditions here with the salt water, and that we are paying a good deal of money for this sign, and I wanted it to stay
Right.
looking and functioning the way it should, and he guaranteed me, he grew up on Folly, so he knows the conditions and he actually knows the store as well.
Okay.
So he was very confident that the materials that he was using would withstand quite a few years, is how he described it.
Anybody else? Call the roll, please.
Ready? Mr. Fink?
Yes.
Mr. Cantor?
Yes.
Mr. Rideout?
Yes.
Ms. Barton?
Yes.
Ms. Burkett?
Yes.
Thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Next item is 106 West Hudson. Lawan Kennedy is requesting accelerated review for exterior paint color change.
Again,
Ms. Kennedy, as we know, is sick and had to send somebody in her behalf, and that person is supposed to be here today and got sick and could not make it.
Wow, COVID's still out there.
Maybe said, it was last minute, she was planning on being here, but couldn't make it. And when you do not have a requirement that, just FYI, the applicant has to be here, I do recommend it when they call. But it's up to you how you want to continue.
Oh, should we have a motion to discuss it?
so moved.
Second.
What do you all think? It's aggressive.
Let me,
Well, it was
I walked by there on my way over today. Our parish hall is right across the street, just to see, what was around us. I mean, you can walk by things and you never really see everything. This is actually a rose color that's on there now. The one that's a two-tone, this is what it looks like now. And this one looks more red than it does in person. In person, it's more of a rose tone.
Okay.
so these pictures are not demonstrative of how gaudy it is bright red. In my humble
I
opinion.
think, quite frankly, the tone that's on there now really is more, it's a nice color, but it's not red.
Can you tell us what's happening? Do you remember? I thought isn't part of this new paint, and then Eric asked them to stop, maybe?
They started with the top half of the building and we gave them a stop work order.
It's the top half and then part of, then
Okay,
the
let-
half
let me-
around where the others
Let me
were.
review, since I remember the meeting since I chaired. The individual that came to defend the stop work and wanting to restart on the continued painting did not have any background at all on what and how it was being done. He'd just been sent here to represent her because she was sick. She'd been injured. So we said, well, we're gonna put a hold on this until you can come back with samples or a better depiction of what this is going to look like, because what we first saw, if you recall, Jenna, was really bright red. It was like, stop, whoa, no, when did we approve that? Well, we never had. She just started painting. She started doing it. Eric
That's why
realized
she
she
got a
did not have a
stop work.
permit to do that. So it was a full stop. And then when it came to us, the poor gentleman that came to represent her didn't have any information, had no clue. We said, okay, full stop again. Please come back with color samples. And I believe you may have recommended, go to the Sherwin-Williams website
Yeah.
and use and get a right color on it.
And that's
get
what
a
we're
slip.
seeing here.
What
That-
we're
I've
seeing
got a
here, though,
Sherwin-Williams
but
thing.
from what Pam is saying though, is even this real red and positive red numbers aren't really representative of what's currently on the building.
Yeah, and swatches are hard. And the thing is, it's a large building.
Yeah.
So for the large building to be sitting there that's bright red, I mean, I'm about color, but I just, it's,
I'm a little confused
Yeah.
as to
It's so
what their intention is.
I think they want the whole thing to be red.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
But then here's a
Yeah.
page with 5 colors.
Yeah.
That's the trim. They had talked about keeping a blue trim or a different trim for all the, the trim work around the doors, around the windows and all that stuff, right?
The blue would be the door. They couldn't figure out how to get that into the picture.
Oh.
To do 2 different colors. but the blue-
Oh, okay.
Oh, I see.
So the trim is cream, it looks like.
On page 11, that's the color sample, so that's the showstopper red that they said at the last meeting was the color that they wanted. And this, of course, is a copy of the.
I guess it's saying featured in the scene would be the alabaster, according to the.
Right, it must be the alabaster,
Right, but swatches are.
right? It's hard to read out the swatch.
They're on the application, the permit application. It initially talked about the trim color was to be blue. Correct me if I'm wrong, John. And then they wanted the rest of the entire building to be this red color, which we would not accept in the initial approaching application.
Right.
And so the ask was for them to come back and please bring us a more definitive picture or look of what this color is to include samples. Well, are not here, but they provided pictures, which
Color's horrible in the pictures.
it's not one that I think is consistent even with what the building looks like according to Pam.
It's
So
not
the
that
question
color.
is still, I don't know. Eric, can you
No,
help
I
us?
just have a suggestion for you guys, if you want to, as a board, a lot of places will make them put up a mock-up for you to then go and look at in real life and approve. Like they do on lots of new construction, they'll put a mock-up of
Right.
siding,
Well,
just
that's what they tried.
I meant like in real life though, so you can actually see the color.
Yeah,
with the right
so it would
sunlight.
be a panel with a
They
siding.
can just put a piece
and-
of plywood up, they
Yeah.
can paint the trim, they can, you
They
see it all the
can-
time.
All right, that would be
Neighborhood.
most helpful to me, because
That way
I'm
you're not
probably
fighting
the
the
lowest.
problem with, pictures and photocopies and stuff, just that you'll never know what they're really doing.
I mean, it's a good idea because
This
I don't
isn't
know
good.
that this color would
This
get
isn't helping
through us.
No.
I mean, I appreciate her dilemma, being ill and not having a representative to be here tonight. I empathize with that, but it's not scratching the itch here for what I need to see to make sure we don't have a garish building of a bright color right off Center Street.
Well, it would be the one on the street, the only one.
No, it's actually on the side street, it's not on
Well,
Center Street.
right, but it's the second building in.
Yeah, but my point is, it's not a Center Street address,
Right,
it is a
right.
side street.
Can we make a motion to ask them to come back with color?
Ask them to do a
Swatches.
mock-up, is that not
Yeah.
an unreasonable request? I
Yeah,
think that's-
because I'm having a real hard, much as I love color,
But we
skip
should-
knows, that's hard.
We should comment on our attitude about this color. I mean, I'm not much of a color guy, but
You
So
know,
you guys-
part of the
you all should comment on the color.
Part of the mission, part of the mission of the design review board is to keep the consistency of fit and finish, if you will, for Folly Beach as a business district. And this to me is stepping outside that particular criteria for me. That doesn't mean, clearly I don't run the board, so, one vote doesn't do anything, but I think since this was their comeback opportunity based on their request to do that, and they're not here. So they can't shed light to us, we're left assuming, and that's not a good thing to happen. We've been left assuming before, and we moved ahead with it in the absence of more definitive information, and we got a different result than we thought we were gonna get, and it had passed. And then it happened, and so then it's like, why'd you guys approve that? Well, because we were trying to help them out, but then they didn't come through with what we thought they were gonna do. So I'm
Here's a
kind of,
totally different red. It's-
see,
Yeah,
hello
they do,
comes.
they do,
That's
they look,
not- that's
this is
something different.
more a brick color,
That's showstopper.
but the
Real
colors aren't
red is
transparent.
different. There's four different reds represented.
Yeah.
Local red,
And we can't tell from
showstopper.
their application which red
Real
it is that
red.
they're showing here.
Yeah,
It
Seems
just
to be
says
the real
changing the
red.
color.
It seems to be the real red, but
so I think that we're kind of wasting our time, honestly. I don't mind that brick color and the blue and the
Let's-
green, but
Can we ask,
There's blue one.
I can't speak for the chair.
They're trying to match the flag.
What's that?
They're trying to match the flag. They're trying to make the whole thing red, white, and blue.
well, so they used to have their old building before they moved was red.
Just the rooftop.
It was
no.
white.
Just white,
It was
right.
white, it was white.
White for years.
White, red roof.
And that
Yeah.
was, and that had been there forever when Fred
Right.
Holly
Yeah.
built the building. That was
Right.
the
And this is
landmark
shingle
coming
roof,
into Folly
so-
Beach.
Right, so it's not
Outside.
bad that they're trying to tie to that red. But this seems a little.
I don't think,
This seems a little more than.
Seems a little garish,
Right.
even for me.
Anytime anyone tries to do stripes anywhere, it's a,
do you want to restate what we think we're saying to you to ask her, or do we?
It's not
reflected in the minutes?
Come back with a mock-up that has the actual colors of the paint on it.
Absolutely,
So
to
they
include
can
trim,
see all the colors that. they
and
want,
we're
like,
more than willing to entertain that, and we'll visit the mock-up prior to the next time that she's on the agenda.
can we tell them that the whole building with those brilliant red is probably not gonna fly? Should we tell them? I mean, we
I
tell
can
them?
send them the minutes, which will have this discussion.
Yeah.
in it.
And
I just wanted to save them time and trouble. Should we try to agree on something?
Well, I would also ask that in the minutes you include that we're asking that a personal representation be here the next time they're on the agenda. And that if they can't be here, we understand illness, and I understand there's always mitigating circumstances, but that we will not entertain a dialogue. At least I won't entertain a dialogue without having an explanation. Leaves just us for us to make conjecture and that doesn't mean anything.
So we have a motion.
That was it.
To provide a mock-up and to have someone here
With
They can
actual
speak,
colors.
they can speak to
that
it.
can speak
And
to
that's
the
available
colors.
for us to view before the day of.
Yeah.
Let's see, DRB, so that we can come by and physically look at it. I assume it'll be outside their building over there rather than in front of the city hall.
Do you care if they just do it on the building?
Anything that gives you a look at it in real life and daylight, I think helps you guys the most.
Yeah, it'd be easier for them to just do it on the
Yeah, on the
building.
building, I agree.
All I wanna do is
Then do that.
do
That's fine.
corners.
Yeah.
Okay, so on the building, and send a personal representative.
Piece of
next.
plywood's $100 now.
The batteries on whatever siding.
Yeah. I
You're going
can't
behind
believe
that
that
building?
building, paint's probably gonna be the only thing that's holding it up.
So do you want us to vote on that?
You ready to vote on that?
Okay.
Mr. Rideout?
Yes, approved. I'm not quite sure what the wording is, but
We're gonna defer this and have them provide a mock-up of the colors on the building to include the trim and to send personal representative at the next meeting.
yes.
Okay, Mr. Kinter,
Yes.
Ms. Barton,
Yes.
Mr. Pink,
Yes.
Ms. Burkett.
Yes.
Motion
Sorry to
passes.
say no, just to throw a name down there.
All right, you're up there.
Hello, Mr. Lutz, how are you, sir?
Yeah, I'm gonna give you mine.
Pleasure to see you.
Oh, you're here representing the city?
Do we have color samples?
Can I please have the side of the building painted the way you
Yeah.
And our architect is actually already committed to do a mock-up, so as a contractor when,
Oh,
once
cool.
they get started. So you have this picture to look at, and this is what we're shooting for. And then you'll also get a chance to look at an actual like plywood mock-up outside, once we get started.
I like it.
It's a little dark in this, but I
Absolutely.
imagine that's the picture.
Colors when you print them out.
Yeah, come
Yeah,
out.
they don't come out, the color printer is terrible.
But I like the greens.
Motion for discussion for
Oh, sorry.
so the repainting of City
21
Hall.
Center Street. So moved. Scott seconded.
Second,
We're pressing on.
What are the colors, Eric? I mean,
it's beige.
Right now they're beige.
no, I mean, in the
Oh,
in the
that's
proposed changes.
kind of yellow. I mean,
It's a
green.
soft, like whatever, mossy forest-ish green, but it'll again be a little easier to tell when we actually have something mock-up that you can
So
see
professional.
outside.
Oh,
He's trying to tie in, I believe, to the screen, kind of complement over there. We've got the building next door that's got some nice views and stuff, and I think he's got a pretty good fit. So blend nicely.
And the stone base is
And
just
then
stays the
actually,
same.
that will get coated. No,
Oh, get coated.
it won't. Right now, it's all gray and it's got stripes in it, some weird stuff.
Yeah.
This gets coating on it to be this lighter tan color to complement the paint. Again, I don't think the picture is doing it great justice, but
Do you think it's really gonna be darker, the whole thing's darker up top and lighter on the base? It's a little bit.
I mean, the split face block will be a lighter
Lighter,
shade than up
okay.
here. But some of the shadowing makes it look a little darker. Yeah. The soft green basically is up here.
I like a good group like that.
And then you guys are doing something with the band up there? Cause it seems like if the colors is dark in the picture, it looks like it might need a little relief. What do you think?
Yeah.
See that band above the second floor?
When you say that, I mean, the band is a different color.
Okay,
Is what he's proposing to tie it in with the base.
okay. Oh, I see it now on the second picture.
Look how blue the sky is, and the sky's not bad.
Yeah, the last page,
Yeah,
everything turned black up there. I think there's
Yeah.
another band above the second floor windows.
There is.
So the bands are like the same,
They would tie in with the base.
okay.
so will they all be the same color?
Right.
The bass and the bands are the same.
Okay.
The trim
And
on
then
it is-
Maybe
the
it's-
police
If you wanted us
station,
to, we could make the bands, the trim and the bands be the same as the face, so there's less differences.
No, I think we like having.
No, I
We
think
like
the-
more
I think the dark
articulation
color
there,
needs-
yeah, I think
it needs relief.
it does need it.
We thought it looked pretty nice like this.
And then the back, the police station is yellow?
Police station doesn't change, not right now.
Okay,
It's not getting touched during this project.
No, I think the bands, and doing the top band that lighter color too would help a
It's
lot.
all the same in the window frames too.
And
Yeah.
it's getting a new soffit, so the soffit will be painted the same as the trim right below the soffit.
oh,
So that'll tie
okay,
together too.
right.
And the shingle color doesn't change, essentially what you have right now. I think it's called Timberline. I can't remember that.
The green, you mean?
It's a pretty common shingle we get up here, so.
Oh, yeah, Weatherwood, something like
Yeah,
that.
Weatherwood, that's what it's called.
I mean, I like the greens. Just don't like it.
So we're doing through the accelerated review process, you're also looking for the final approval at the same time?
I guess
Or are you
that's up
gonna
to
wait till
Jen.
we-
It's
just need enough.
accelerated, just one.
One,
So
but you
this-
can do
this is-
both.
Well, no, this is the final approval for accelerated review, there aren't stages.
You don't wanna wait and look at the
That's with
mock-up, or
conceptual,
you good?
preliminary.
Well, we can adjust whatever you guys want to do at that point, but we just
Okay.
want to make sure that we crossed enough T's and dotted I's that we can go ahead and proceed with getting the contractor started.
Okay,
So we can't just ignore it. So if you're okay with it conceptually, we can make small adjustments once we get the mock-up.
okay,
Invite you guys out to look at it.
okay, yeah, let's do that.
So then you're gonna do the preliminary and initial or whatever it is, but not do the final approval, is that?
This is not going through that process because it's accelerated,
Okay.
it's separate, it's not a conceptual, preliminary, and final one. So there's only one vote.
Yeah, this is it, I
If
think.
you wanna see something later,
We can put it in the minutes, they were offering them.
that is, that is conditional on,
Conditional approval on a mock-up.
Meet
and
at the
then-
mock-up.
Then you don't need to have another iteration of votes and everything else,
Okay.
we all agree to a mock-up. Give you.
How would you work that, like, if they do the mock-up, but then there's not a meeting right then?
You have
Are
to-
we allowed, we're not allowed to go look at it and talk about it because
Needs to be on
the
the record.
rules.
I think they have in the past, but that may not be, maybe that's not allowed.
no, we've asked them to go look at it on their own time and they come back at the
Oh,
meeting and talk
individually.
about it.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll do that,
We could
I
do
guarantee you, American Council are gonna do the same thing.
Yeah.
They're gonna have an opinion.
sure.
So if somebody-
Okay, so let's do that before the next scheduled meeting.
Yeah,
Oh, that's right, just 3 weeks, because we're
Well,
one.
we'll probably have to let you know, I don't know that the contract will be far enough along to get.
Oh, okay.
We're still working out the details on the contract and
Oh,
it's
okay,
gonna have
I got it.
mobilization and, you know, all that good stuff, so it might be 2 meetings. We wanna
Okay.
get it done this winter, but
sounds good.
Looks a hell of a lot better than the current paint.
You guys don't wanna paint during hurricane season?
Yeah.
paint this week.
We might get one
Yeah.
on Tuesday.
Might need to worry about it after
Paint on Friday.
Be a new building.
who knows?
I'll just be happy if it doesn't leak this year.
Yeah,
That'll be a first for both buildings. If we get it through a whole season with not a leak, we'll be in good shape.
There you go. There you go.
I believe
you
that's.
ready?
Ready for a vote?
Sure,
All right, Mr. Cantor,
here,
Ms.
yes.
Here.
Ms. Burkett,
Yes,
Ms. Barton. Ms. Barton,
Yes.
Mr. Fink,
Yes.
and Mr. Rideout.
Yes.
Reading.
Motion passes.
Thanks.
I was gonna scribble on it. Thank you.
Appreciate it. Other business, we have commission comments.
Do you want to
Pam,
comment on?
Pam, you wanna comment?
I'm sorry,
Here.
You wanna comment? Okay,
glad to be here.
that comment.
Only that the next meeting is October 17th, mark your calendars.
You might point out to your email to the board reminding us to take our classes.
Continuing education, yes, I did remind last month, I'll do that again. We have requirement for 3 hours of continuing education. The Municipal Association is a good resource to go to, but you can take them from other places, the American Planning Association, National Oceanic and Atmospheric Association, and he was planning and zoning related. And if you take them, they should generally give you some sort of proof, a certificate of completion, and you can just bring that to me when you do finish.
But if we attend one of your little video sessions here, we're done.
Well, that was just 1 hour, the one that I offered last or 2 weeks ago.
It was very interesting too, thank you for having that.
Good.
How about if you just rewind it and show it twice? Can you get 2 hours credit? Something like that way?
I don't think it works that way.
Are you gonna do that a couple times, but,
I can try again if you'd like, yeah.
yeah, I mean,
I did it on the day of the last planning commission meeting, because we didn't have anything on the agenda, so
oh, cool.
I just opened up to.
Was it well attended? Do we have?
Was it 3 or 4 people?
Three.
Three
Oh,
people.
gee whiz. Well, we need to do it.
One person from each board.
You know, one from each board. You get to meet other people from other boards.
You know, we used to go to the Council of Government building and everything and have these things.
Yeah, the COG
It was
offers
a-
them.
It was a big to-do. It was a whole day thing.
We mutinied once.
Did you?
It was, I've never seen one. There
Well,
was a lot of technical difficulties.
Okay, back to COG.
Yeah, in the first one we went, after 6 or 7 hours, we just,
We're done.
that's when the
We're done
mutiny
here.
happened.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
Everyone left.
We all said,
Is that
we
the
take credit now, we're leaving.
Is that
Yeah.
the orientation training? That's
Yes.
6 hour thing, yeah. Every year after that, it's only 3 hours. But then, yeah, the COG is another resource. I'll send out a link and I'll try to organize another one if y'all are interested in that.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Sure,
Okay.
all right. We're
Staff
adjourned
comments?
at 6:27.
We have any staff comments?
That was my comment.
Sounds good.
Motion to adjourn?
Second.
All right.
All in favor, aye. Too long a meeting, 28 minutes.
Wow,
Excessive.
that was, I figured it'd be
No,
10. But then the city had to go mad, so.
Scott said the first meeting was 6 minutes. This first meeting, he said, yeah, I'm keep waiting for some answer.
Do you want these back?
We had another one.
Oh,
that's-
I recycle them.
Yeah.
I've been on,
I recycle them. Yeah, I can put them right there. I need to go turn the recording off.
Huh?
I've been on the board for years.
Thank you.
What, this board?
Yeah.
Years?
A year.
Oh, a year. How's the dog training thing going?
Got our national championships in 2 weeks.
Oh, Bubba.